All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to tie this lesson. The Haughty Are Drooping, um, which the so-called white man is falling, man. You know, and I pretty much the reason why I got this that title is because of that this thing that's going around called replacement theory, was now the so-called white man is acknowledging that he's about to be replaced. Pretty much, he's not going to be the dominant one on the planet Earth, and it's showing on all levels. From something as subtle as this man and him reproducing, all the way to the mass of these other countries. It's not reverencing this man as they once did. You know, so this nigga is drooping on all levels. He is pretty much matter of fact, let me just start out with the scripture first. In the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter. Isaiah chapter 24. And verse 4, it said, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. And the earth is mourning and fading away. This is the earth is in its worst state. The worst case scenario. Why? Because of the powers that be. The so-called white man. And it look like the earth is on the down. And, you know, in an emergency room, you got all these damn power lines and shit everywhere. You know, like the earth is on a down respirator, man. But who's the, you have all this pollution. The water is defiled. You got trash islands. You have animals beaching themselves. But it tells you that when the matter of fact, let's get that real quick in the book of Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29, verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. See? And there's really the spearheaded by Lord Yahushua and the elect. Once the earth is governed by, that regime, the earth is going to be in a better state. And the people are going to rejoice. They're going to see the results of living under a righteous rulership. From the trees, the animals, all the way to the people, even the ones that, these other nations are going to be in subjection. They're going to realize this is the best case. The elect ruler. Oh, it tells you that also in Romans. I believe that's the 8th chapter. It tells you the creation growing up, waiting for the manifestation of the signs of the Most High, man. So whether you know it or not, from you something as subtle as honking the horn during 5 o'clock traffic, you really want the elect to rule. The trees, the animals have been waiting for this turnaround, man. It says, but when the wicked bell roar, the people mourn. See, and we see that so-called white man and his effects on the planet Earth. Everything is in a state of mourning. On all levels. Like I said, the people, because you got a high case of depression, obesity. Motherfuckers try to cope with that situation by eating or some shit, man. Well, that all go back to Esau, the animals, the plant life, really everything that's living is in a state of mourning because of the so-called white man. So this is the worst case scenario. And that's why, we seeing this change coming now. Cause this nigga gotta go, man. Our Lord Yahweh Shai said there will no flesh be saved if the time wasn't spared up, man. So this nigga gotta go, man. And he feel that pressure now. So going back, Isaiah 24, verse 4 said, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. See, so the world that's languishing is really this, this system, this age. It tells you that this world fadeth away. The lust of this place, the vigor, it has left. It's like this is an old, dried up, woman now. It's like throwing a pencil in the hallway. It's finished. And it says the haughty people of the earth do language. And we know who the haughty are. The Edomites, the pride. That's one attribute that's stuck to them. Being haughty, being proud. So I'm gonna get this word language. Like I said, which goes back to the title I got. Salakia. The word language, Strong's H535, it reads to be weak. See? And the so-called white man is weak. Mentally, physically, spiritually. And now it has began to show, he was able to hide behind his technology. It's not no more, man. It says to droop, which that's, that's that limp. Matter of fact, let me see what that word droop says. Let's get the word droop in the Google definition. Droop. It says bend or hang downward limply. Hey, and that's heavy because with the so-called white man is a stigma to him, ED, low T. He got a limp ride, man, so to speak, just to be frank. He can't even stand up. He can't even erect. He can't even erect, without some type of supplements, enhancers. So that's a physical thing that's showing, on a bigger scale that's the state of this man, man. Some of the similar words. It says dangle, sag, sink, slump. See, this nigga is in the slump. Fall down, drop, flop. Hey, and that's the state of this man. And it's to the point where it's so overwhelming. He is acknowledging it now. That's why you have this replacement theory, to where he understands that he feel that on, breathing over his shoulder, that judgment that he's about to kick the bucket, so to speak. That he's not going to be the one to influence and police the world as he once did. To be that guy, so to speak. Those days are over with, man. So he's drooping. So-called white man is drooping, man. And like I said, it's just to give it a physical analogy. He have low T, he have ED. Which in terms that his ride, he cannot erect. You know what I mean? So that's on a smaller scale, but it's on a bigger scale that's the same state. That's his state right now. And that's why when we read Revelation, the 12th chapter, in the 12th verse, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Short time for what? A short time to rule, man. He is acknowledging that he's falling out of power. So the so-called white man is finished, and he knows it now. When you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, concerning the counsel of the ungodly reasoning with themselves, they came to the conclusion that they know that their time is short. They gotta speedily use the creatures. The time is like a shadow. They gotta hurry to do this before their rosebuds be withered. This nigga know he on the clock, and that's gonna lead to this man frustration and him coming down with great wrath, because there's nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal, and that's Esau right now. Nigga back in the corner, he's wounded, he's injured. He don't have that strength as he once did, so this man's gonna fight tooth and nail to keep his damn head above water, man. So, matter of fact, I got this article. Let me pull it up real quick from the New York Times, and pretty much this was based off the Buffalo shooting. So it reads: a French conspiracy theory fostered online is refashioned by the GOP, and that key word is online, because really this is a gateway to attack the prophets as well, man. Because this is what's contributing to this man's downfall. The prophets, this information that we have, the testimony of Yahushua. This is what's contributing to his downfall. This is what's contributing to him drooping. Oh, I think, let me see, it was some more on that word droop. Matter of fact, let me see. That word droop, it said to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted. See? It says past participle of the heart. See, he's weak in the heart as well. To be weak, to grow feeble, be or grow feeble. So it just shows in a process of time the maturation of this, the perfection of it. This man over time was going to be feeble. He started off hard, you know what I mean, able to take over, different continents, control these certain resources. But now as time went on, we seeing that this man has become weaker and weaker, all the way to the point where you actually got trainees in the military. So this man is finished on all levels. So it says replacement theory espoused by the suspect in the Buffalo massacre has been embraced by some right-wing politicians and commentators. See, so which they already felt like this anyway, but and this man, his manifesto was acknowledging that the so-called white man is about to kick the bucket, man. He's not going to be that power as he once was. Let's see. It says it says inside a Pittsburgh synagogue in 2018, a white man with a history of anti-Semitic internet posts gunned down 11 worshipers, blaming so-called Jews for allowing immigrant invaders into the U.S. Now this is which these damn Amalekites have their hand in this. Was they this some bullshit right here, because we already know about the anti-Semitic and everything of that nature. But as you can see, it says for allowing immigrant invaders into the U.S. It says the next year, another white man, angry over what he called the Hispanic invasion of Texas, opened fire on shoppers at an El Paso Walmart, leaving 23 dead, and later telling the police he sought to kill Mexicans. It says in yet another deadly mass shooting unfolding in Buffalo, sadly, a heavily armed white man is accused of killing 10 people after targeting a supermarket on the city's predominantly black east side, writing in a lengthy screed post online that shoppers there came from a culture that sought to ethnically replace my own people. See? So as you can see, these devils are acknowledging that power, they losing grip. Matter of fact, let me get a scripture real quick. Because the Lord is not watering this man no more. Yahweh Shema Shah allowed this man to prosper to a certain extent. But now he's not being watered. The Lord is not giving him access. See, he's coming towards that dead end. It's a great gulf that splits. He cannot pass his boundaries. And that's why you see this man is in straits now. He don't have that influence he wants. He don't have that say so. See, when he walk in the room, people don't just stop and acknowledge him. They kick him out. Like, what you doing here now? That's the spirit that's on earth now, man. The so-called white man is being etched out. And not just the Americans, which they the most hated out of all the Edomites, but all the Edomites, man. Fuck all of them, So this is Ezekiel from the Russians, to the Germans, the Swedes, whatever, the Edomites. All this is really a gaze to show that all of them are fallen. Ezekiel 17, verse 24, it says, "And all the trees of the field shall know that I, the Lord, have brought down the high tree." And we know the trees is symbolic to the nations. And they said they're going to know because we seeing it now, man. The downfall of this man. From something as the depth clock. It's out there. We know your bank account is in the negative. And not just a couple. You got $30, $40 in the negative or $100 in the negative. You in the trillions, man. And the perfection of that is when the Lord actually bring down and completely destroy America, man. It's going to be well known that the Lord have brought down the high tree. It says, have exalted the low tree, which is starting with the elect. And it's by the way of this word. See, this word is what kicks off everything. The Lord decreed the downfall of the so-called white man and the uprising of the nation of Israel. When you read that in the book of Jeremiah, the first chapter, those were decrees. It tells the Lord had put his word in our mouth. He touched our mouth. That was the order, Heavenly Father, gave the message to Yahushua, which Yahushua gave the message to us, man. So we have the authority to proclaim these things, to decree and declare the downfall, which tells you the destruction, the destroy, the plucking up, the rooting up of this place, and the building of the plan of Israel, And we see in that process, man. It says, have dried up the green tree. So the so-called white man is drying up, man, on all levels. That power, that strength as he once had, it's not there no more. Oh, it tells you even though when you read Jeremiah 49th chapter concerning Edom, the beginning stages of his downfall, his wisdom perishing, man. It says, have dried up the green tree and have made the dry tree to flourish. See, and that's by the way of this word that we're flourishing, man. I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it. And you seeing in the same lifetime, these things are spoken, it's happening. The the green tree is drying up. The high tree is being brought low. And these elites understood this. They already understood what was going on. And it has trickled down to just these Joe Six-packs. They feel it now. That they're being replaced. What's the nigga George Soros? That sick motherfucker said that, pretty much this nigga said that this war could be the end of civilization, which he mean was really the end of their rule, But this is all according to plan, man. So let me see. Yeah, okay, so 3 shootings, 3 different targets, which, like I said, going back to the Amalekites, man, that's just so you can still feel sorry for them niggas, man. Because we know who the real Jews are. It says, but all linked by one sprawling, ever mutating belief now. So like I'm gonna read that again. It says, but all linked by one sprawling, ever mutating belief, now commonly known as replacement theory. It says, so they know, as what we just read in Revelation 12 chapter, he know of he had but a short time. Joseph Sixpack is filling up one of this. Why you think this nigga raided the Capitol? You know, it says at the extremes of American life, replacement theory, the notion that Western elites, sometimes manipulated by Jews, want to replace and disempower white Americans, has become an engine of racist terror, helping inspire a wave of mass shooting in recent years and fueling this 2017 rally in Charleston, Virginia, that erupted in violence. And that's what this is right here. Either these Edomites, you know, uh, early 30s to goddamn mid 50 Edomites, man. They know what's up. And that's pretty much it on that. You know, I ain't even gotta read all into it. At the end of the day, this man know that he's at his end. You know? So matter of fact, since I quoted William Solomon, I'm just gonna get it. William Solomon too. And let's start at 5. Just get to the point. Start at 5. It says, "For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and these we read up the ungodly reason of what it says, the heads of evil. You know, it says, but not a right, because they come with a wayward conclusion that, you know what I mean, they're gonna really test this theory out. They're gonna come after the prophets, you know, because like I said, this is what contributes to this man's downfall. The word, the decree, the testimony of Yahweh Shai. That's who the dragon's finna come after, man. The ones of upright conversation, you know. So it says, for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. So this is written in stone, man, that this is it for him. See, we're at the end of the road of E. You know, the so-called white man, and he feel it now. You know, tell you that when in Ezekiel 35, blood shall pursue thee. So it said blood shall pursue thee. That means you on the run. That means you on the run, but it tells you you're gonna be overtaken, man. You're gonna be consumed, man, by the word of the mouth of the Lord. Be consumed by the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophet. Ultimately, what comes after that, the Lord's going to destroy him. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by. So they're taking every opportunity because they understand that this is a vital moment in history, man. This is a very important moment in history, man. We in beautiful but yet dangerous time, because as he know that he's about to fall out of power, he's going to get more aggressive. That's why these laws and legislation have been more aggressive. The military is going to be involved more, till you actually get a knock on the door or your door kicked down with a needle, you know, or that Koragma, man. But these are the things that's taking place. It says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. See? And we in that withering process of the so-called white man. That's why you nigga made another Toy Story. The luster of this place is gone. He is not prospering as he once did. So he's been withering. He's dried up. He don't have that strength. And really that just shows that he's dying, man. You withered away, you die, man. You know? Which in Psalm 37 he's gonna be soon cut down. You know? So matter of fact, damn, what's that? I think that's the book of Psalms. No, Job. It's like the book of Job, chapter 8. Job 8, verse 11. It says, can the rush grow up without mire? Can the flag grow without water? And no, that it's not going to prosper. It's not going to grow without that water, man. Same thing with Esau, the so-called white. He's not going to grow because the Lord is the one that rained down um, prosperity, man. Tells you it's the Lord that the one that gives the promotion. Till he that let let until he be taken out of the way. So now his game is having free range and elbow roam and shit. Is now he's becoming he's being in straits now. And these elites been feeling this for years, and now it has trickled down to just the Joe Sixpack now, just some Edomite, and whether it's these devils had something to do with it, these governments, the elites, was there a false flag? It don't matter. It's actually Edomites that feel like this, man. That their time is up. That it's not gonna be no more, watching the game on Sundays and kick back and get you another F-150 or F-250. All that shit is finna be over with, man. Just a regular Edomite, your lifestyle is finna change drastically, man. And the nigga feel that. Your bills higher. It says these things. It's a question mark on this because no, it can't. It's not going to prosper without that water, man. And that's why, according to Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, concerning Edom, what's going to contribute to his downfall, his wisdom is perishing. So this nigga going to put himself in a corner. His own counsel is going to cast him down. They're just like you in quicksand. And they said if you try to fight it, that what makes you sink even faster, man. And that's what we see in the so-called white man. It says, while it's yet in his greenness and not cut down, because he perceived that this man still have a strength. You still have the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency. You have the nigga face on the money. You still have a military presence. You got this beast system. It said it withereth before any herb, see? So this man is out the door, man. It could be perceived that he's still somehow in power. His nose still above water. But he's about to be cut off. He's gonna die pretty much at the end of the day, man. The so-called white man. And he feel that, like I said, their strength leaving him. These other nations don't reverence this man as they once did. This nigga can't go into North Korea and try to regulate shit. That new days over with, man. This man's being mocked. Like I said, this man got trainings in the military, man. And they just, like I said, this is America, which is the throne of the so-called white man. The state of this place shows the state of this man as a whole, really, man. Because this the whore that rise that, that beast, but it ultimately tells you that the beast gonna burn this bitch up. It says, so are the paths of all that forget the Most High, and the hypocrite's hope shall perish. See, and this man has now been reduced to hope as well. So it said the paths of all that forget the Most High, and that's the so-called white man. This man got archaeological facts. He got certain relics. He sees different signs in the heavens, man. And he's still trying to go his way. It was a point where he was able to run circles around the people for centuries. He was able to get certain agendas accomplished, But now his hope, which is to crown his enterprise success, establish new world order, is going to perish, man. This nigga has been reduced to hope. He don't got a sure formula that this shit gonna work, man. That's why the military is gonna be involved. But it tells you the Lord's gonna lift up a standard against him. It says, whose hope shall be cut off? and whose trust shall be as a spider's web. See, yeah, this man is gonna be caught up in his own counsel. He's gonna trap himself. That's why you got missiles and shit. Because ultimately that's gonna the same thing that brought forth the fabulous 50s is what's gonna contribute to the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, this nigga made his own signed his own death certificate, so to speak. That's why I can put it. Once he made them missiles, that was it, man. That's why Einstein, said World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones, and that's why them niggas wanted to, so fascinated with time travel. You know, to try to get the birthright of all this, because what else, man? This is it for him. It says, he shall lean upon his house, but it shall not stand. So everything you have built up is not going to stand. All those presidents, those governors, those laws, legislation, those different executive orders that you have set in play, your military budget, all that shit you have built up to create this damn fast empire, and try to make this next shift, is not going to stand, man. It says, he shall hold it fast, but it shall not endure. See, and this man is going to fight tooth and nail, but it's not going to hold up, man. It's not going to hold up. So, matter of fact, I'm going to wrap it up with this in the book of Joel, the 20th chapter. Because this man is, let's get it real quick. In the book of Joel, chapter 20. And I start at 18. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore. See, and this man, everything he labored for was through carnage and bloodshed, rape, robbery, and murder. He's going to restore it, man. It shall not swallow it down, so he's not going to be able to benefit, because this nigga got gold and shit hoarded up, certain resources. You're not going to be able to swallow and benefit from these things that you have stolen, man. It says, according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. See, because ultimately he's going to get everything up, even himself. He's not just going to just lose it all, and somehow he's going to be able to come back. He come back in the rankings. No, this nigga ain't going to have his own land left. He's not going to have his own land. So he's not going to be able to rejoice everything. I'll tell you in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, he's going to be cast out as a bloody garment. What's what you do with that? You burn it, man. That's the fate of the so-called white man. And these devils understand that. And they know if they don't get this shit off the ground, man, that's what's left for them, man. And that thought has trickled down to just the Joseph. They ain't got to know the full extent of what's going on, or the power that be the elite versus the elect. But they just feel a change is coming. It is not for the best on their end, That's why you have this thing called replacement theory. You have this shooting concerning the nigga point out so-called Mexicans, the Israelites. You have the recent shooting concerning Buffalo. The Buffalo shooting, that was towards Jake, man. But why? Because they feel that they're the ones that's gonna rule. They're the ones that's gonna replace them. Oh, it tells you in the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter, the Lord have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set the meek in their stead. So that's what's going on. We see in the process of that now. So it says because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he built and not. See, the charges are being read on why. See, this is not a random thing, man. It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desires. See, so this man is not feeling quiet. He's not at ease in his mind. In his from these read Wisdom Sign the second chapter. That's that counsel where they was uh, wearied. You know, they was wearied. Concerning what's taking place, and that's triggered down all the way to the Joseph that this, like I said, just the everyday American Edomite life is that shit out the door, man. And this nigga feel like the only way to rationalize this is by the way of the scrap, his blessing, the sword, man. But at the end of the day, this man is drooping. He has fallen. He has sunken. He has grown feeble, which is withering. He's on his way out. He's about to die, the so-called white man, which is him, uh, being overthrown, him losing power, him losing rulership. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up. Lord, when it was edifying, let give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Chakadash. I let it give double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach word in our true faith and sincerity. BTA, abide the ball. Soon, very soon.